Hi everybody, Stefano Garrisi here, and today on the Food Fanatic, I'm in Macomb, Michigan at Testa Barra, where this family unit is serving up all types of innovations, both in the kitchen and at the bar. I can't wait to see what all the local buzz is about. Are you ready? Let's go. All right everybody, I'm inside Testa Barra right now, and I'm joined with the Director of Operations, Jeffrey Baldwin.
Stefano, how you doing,
Nice
buddy?
to meet you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Thanks so much for having me. I know everybody out there has been patiently waiting for us to come visit you guys, and we've heard a lot of great things, so I can't wait to dive into the food and the place here. But first, what I think everybody really wants to know is, where did the name Testa Barra come from?
Well, Testa, my mother's maiden name. What a great way to name a restaurant after your mom. And Barra, a Scottish island my dad has roots in, so a toast to mom and dad.
Of course, what better way? And then how did you get in the business? Why don't you tell the fanatics out there, you know, kind of the background, because I know there's a lot of deep history within your family in the culinary world.
Absolutely.
So go ahead.
Family restaurant, family run, and started 18 years ago as a dishwasher, and you know, went off to college, did some corporate stuff, but then came back 5 years ago to open up Testa Barra. Family was getting bigger, so we needed a couple more restaurants, and this is how we did it. So,
right.
Yeah.
See, a lesson learned. So you got to start from the bottom. It never hurts to be a dishwasher, and then work your way up to the top, like these guys did, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, you know, I see the ambiance here, and I'm looking around. It really pops because you've got a lounge, you've got a dining room, you've got a bar. I even see, you know, some party rooms here. So tell me a little about that as far as what you guys can house here.
Yeah, we have a restaurant with different experiences, right? So we have the dining room that is a little bit more privacy, intimacy, nice events. The event room, about 70 people in that event room that we can fit up to. And then of course we have the lounge where we're standing right here today. Fridays and Saturdays we have live music every Friday and Saturday, and the lounge is kind of a hip, more popular area, and then the Testa Barra Terrace, a little more privacy out there, kind of a different outside experience. Really good.
So I see there the naughty corner.
Yes,
what goes on in the naughty corner, right?
Well, you can get as naughty as you like, basically, and have as much
right up my
fun as
alley.
you want.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So I've heard enough about this place, heard a little bit about your family and you. I want to get to what everybody's waiting for, and that is the food and the drinks.
Sounds great.
Can we get in the kitchen? Check it out? Let's go.
You around.
All right, so I'm right here where the magic happens. Jeffrey told me I'd be meeting some wonderful people, and here's the masterminds behind all this wonderful food at Testa Barra. Who am I joined with here?
Chef Michael, how are you?
Chef Michael, how you doing? Stefano.
Nice to meet you.
Chef Gab, welcome.
Chef Gab, hi, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Gabriella. We're ready to go here. We want to cook up. I've heard some great things about you, but I want to know a little bit about your background. Let's start with ladies first, of course.
Absolutely.
Gabriella, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into Testa Barra.
I'm not Italian, but I'm New York Italian. I grew up in New York City. We met in culinary school. Fast forward 10 years later, this is our baby. We skate together, we cook together. We're a scratch kitchen, and we just rock it out every day.
So I bet you fanatics didn't know that she is actually a pro skateboarder.
Oh,
and we
my
might have to
God,
see some of that later, but at the same time, she's got some skills in the kitchen, right?
Hey, thank God I can cook, because if skating was my job, I would not be in business.
Well. Okay. All right, Michael, how about you?
I went to school in New York. I met Gabriella. This restaurant is actually after my mother's side of the family. Me and Gabriella developed a concept together called Skater Pie, and we're going to be debuting some dishes to show you guys that concept as well today.
So Skater Pie, what makes it the Skater Pie? What gives it that kind of signature?
So Skater Pie it's kind of like our vibe that will be congruent throughout the fabric of all of our restaurants. You'll see some decals on J. Baldwin's walls. We serve pizzas here on skateboards sometimes, especially brunch. It's an urban, fun, fresh, artisan flatbread, international street food kind of vibe. So,
hey, I'm all about the fun. So let's get down to business.
Absolutely.
What are we gonna start with?
I think you want to start toss a pie?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
let's do it.
Now we're going to start by pressing the pie just a little bit here.
Okay.
Basically, the pizza has a little bit of what's called carbonic gas into it, and that's what makes it nice and light and fluffy and bubbly.
Nice.
So the less we touch this pizza, the better and more bubbly it's going to be. For each style of pizza, it's a little bit different for how you want to manipulate the toss. But I try to toss it as least as possible.
Okay.
And now
I'm gonna stand back. Is this gonna land on my head or something?
Oh, no. This one I'm not going to toss. We're going for more of like a
Sometimes, if the ladies are around, we do a nice toss.
And basically, from here, we're gonna add some vodka sauce, some lobster. Yeah, go ahead. I'll pass it off to you, Gabby, and I'll start the figa biga as well.
Okay.
So go ahead and follow Gabriella. Perfect.
So the vodka sauce, my father taught me how to make. It was one of the first things he taught me how to cook.
That's nice.
The secret is a nice layer of rendered pancetta in the beginning, and then we blend it up. It gives it a nice silky texture.
Yeah.
You get a some of that smoky fat from the pancetta, and it just makes a
Real deep flavor, I bet.
real deep flavor.
A little bit more robust than a palomino sauce.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
nice
so-
and velvety.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start with that as my base because why use red sauce all the time? You know what I mean?
Change it up.
Absolutely.
I'm all for that.
And then I have some beautiful fresh lobster meat. That's the difference here. We take it right out of the tail and we put it right on your pie.
Oh yeah.
It's very important. Then I'm gonna do some fresh mozzarella, dollops like that, kind of indicative of a margarita pie,
Right.
if you will.
So it doesn't have to be coated in cheese, so it's over cheesy, but you just get a little
Nice
element.
little pockets of
Yeah.
that crisp, beautiful, milk, skim milk solid of the mozzarella. And then we're gonna add some fresh basil because everything's better with fresh herbs. And we actually grow a lot of our herbs for the summer and the fall harvest in our own backyard. So when guests come about, they can have a glass of wine and go check out the garden in the back. So. All right, here we go.
All right,
Let's
here
go
we go.
in.
Bring it in.
And we're actually gonna go into the bottom oven because it's hotter. And then in a few minutes, we'll take it off the screen, put it in the top oven that's a little less hot. It'll make a nice crispy crust with a really structured bottom. So you don't get that floppy kind of pizza that we've all gotten before, right?
Of course.
Oh my gosh, Mike, that looks absolutely beautiful. I see the crust is amazing. Their color on it is impeccable. So this is our vodka lobster. And I guess we'll get it on a skateboard, right, babe?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Rock on.
All right, Chef Michael. So we did the first pizza. This is pizza number 2. What do you got going for me now?
Okay, so we're gonna do one of our favorite special pizzas. This is called a fig and pig. So
Fig and pig.
yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start out by dimpling the dough a little bit. We're gonna flip it over a little bit here. I like to say a little bit too much. Uh-oh.
It's perfectly fine.
Right?
So
And
is this
then-
a play on the figa biga?
Yes. Play on the figa biga on the menu, but we're gonna add a little bit of prosciutto to add that pork aspect.
We're taking it up a notch.
Yes.
One more notch. All right.
Absolutely. And we got our dough nice and stretched here. We're gonna take some fig preserves.
Very nice. Fresh fig preserves. They'll probably give it a nice sweetness, I'm sure, right?
Yes. And then that prosciutto going on there as well is gonna give it that nice saltiness. Gabriella, go ahead and you spread the fig preserves on the pizza.
Putting Gabriella to work.
Always. This is like a secret menu item, right, Mike?
Yes.
And you have to be really delicate with it or you rip the dough.
And then you're slicing up.
Slicing up a pear here,
Fresh
nice
pears.
and thin.
Going. He's not even looking. He's slicing. He's not even looking. You still have all 10 fingers. So that's pretty good.
They grow back, so it's all good. But yeah, we're gonna slice up some pears for the pizza. Gabriella's got the sauce all figured out here. We're now gonna add some fresh mozzarella.
Yeah.
And we're gonna add a couple more cheeses to this pizza, so I'm not worried about not having enough cheese yet. They say in general on a pizza, you would like to say about 4 ounces of sauce and maybe 4 ounces of cheese. You don't want to overcrowd it with toppings or sauce because that involves a soggy pizza, and nobody likes a soggy pizza.
We don't want that.
No.
So we got the pear to give us a little texture.
Yep.
I'm sure, and some additional sweetness.
We're gonna do a little bit of the smoked Gouda cheese, give that smokiness. I'm gonna pass some prosciutto to Miss Gabriella over here. Also, some fresh goat cheese is going on as well.
Look at that. No shortage of cheese, but it's going to give it a lot of different flavor profiles, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Goat cheese always adds a little bit of that funkiness that we really like as well. We are gonna add, lastly, a little bit of Parmigiano. Perfect.
Wow, and Gabriella, you guys aren't skimping on the toppings here.
Never.
Those prosciutto, I mean, that's like a sandwich worth of prosciutto there.
Oh yeah.
Never skimp on your topping.
This is how the pizza's gonna look before the oven. Would you approve, Stefano?
Absolutely. A-okay, let's do it.
Let's throw this bad boy in the oven. I like the left corner of the oven by the grill. It's gonna be the most hottest part of our oven. Every oven really has their own hot spot. That happens to be my favorite part of the oven.
The hottest part, making it hot. We are keeping it hot here.
Coffee's hot, baby.
All right. Okay, so it's hot out of the oven, still sizzling, bubbling. What do we got?
Yeah, do not try to catch this thing when it's falling out of the oven, that's for sure. You know what, so basically a great pizza, it's nice and crispy. You're gonna see the little bit of the golden brown undercarriage there. Might have went a little too saucy in this one, but what we're gonna see. We're gonna always get it with some extra Parmesan as well.
Personally, I like a little extra sauce.
You're Italian, aren't you?
That's just my thing, yeah.
Okay, they all do. All right, so we're gonna do a little cut here. And now we're gonna put it onto our circle disc here. Awesome. And from this point, we're gonna put a couple finishing touches on the pizza.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna take some fresh arugula into the bowl, a little bit of lemon juice, and we're gonna emulsify just a little bit of truffle oil into that, a little bit of salt and pepper.
It's almost like a nice, light, citrusy salad on top.
Yes, you know what? That citrus really helps out with the pork. Kind of blends those fruity flavors together, as well as we're gonna finish with some Maldon sea salt.
Love it. All right, what's next?
I think it wouldn't be Testa Barra if we didn't make fresh pasta.
Fresh pasta,
Let's
yes.
go.
I'm always ready for some fresh pasta. All right, chef, so what do we got going here?
All right, I'm starting to render my guanciale because in my opinion, a great recipe starts with two things, a hot pan and a good amount of fat.
Absolutely.
So my local guanciale from Farm Field Table is rendering. Once this is nice and crispy, I think it's pretty good right now.
And you can kind of hear that sizzle.
Absolutely.
We're making it hot here in the kitchen, so.
For those of you at home, it's sizzling and it smells amazing here.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm going to add my gin. Now this is a secret ingredient in our carbonara. This is a barrel-aged hardhead gin that we did with Detroit Distillery. I love gin for its aromatics, and at the base of a pasta, it is just magnifique.
And this is your own gin.
Yes.
This is your barrel.
Yeah. Jeffrey and Blaine and Justin all curated this with Detroit Distillery, and what a great company to work with. If you have a chance, go down there, have fun. Oh my gosh, amazing.
All right.
So let's get some peas in here.
Okay. Grab a little peas.
Some shallots.
I love shallots.
Some garlic. Pick up that heat. And now I'm gonna drop my pasta. Actually, Stefano, can you grab that bundle of Joy over there and drop it right in that pasta
So this
cooker?
is fresh pasta we got going on here. Woo!
Beautiful.
How'd I do?
You're hired.
All right.
So now that all of our aromatics are really nice and fragrant, our textures are clearly developing nicely.
And that
You smell
garlic,
that?
I can get the garlic. You can smell this at home. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Now I'm gonna add our beautiful homemade fontina sauce.
Okay. Look at how lovely that is.
We like to do this versus cream. One, we don't believe in cream and carbonara, most people don't. Two, for the amount of people that we're serving, this really helps drive that flavor home without, curdling our eggs. We have 200 seats in this restaurant, so. All right, how's our pasta going, Stefano?
I don't know. It looks like it's coming to the top, or something's happening in there. I don't know.
I think it looks pretty good. Let's throw it in a little bit.
Okay.
Get that water out. Pop it right
Put
in
me
the
to work
pan.
here. All right.
I wasn't kidding when I said you were hired. We could
right,
use
here
a
we
few
go.
more hands in here. Awesome.
Well, it made it in the pan at least.
It did.
So that's a start.
Now we're gonna toss it up nice and beautiful. A little salt and pepper goes a long way.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna move over here to our carbonara batter. This is Parmesan, egg yolk, crushed red pepper. And then what you do is you get it working off the heat. Whoops, one for the homies. You get it working off the heat. And then I kind of put it back on the heat a little bit, work it off, back on. This is called a coddled egg. So I don't want to cook my egg till it's curdled, but you want to cook it so it's coddled.
Coddled.
Yeah, like hollandaise.
I'm just sweating trying to keep up with her. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going with it. I'm just following you.
I think you're doing great.
Okay.
And then we're gonna plate it.
A nice clean plate, right?
Yes.
So you just feature the food and its presentation. It's all its glory. You don't
That
need
is your
anything fancy
paper.
like
that is the painter's
This is a canvas.
canvas.
Canvas,
Exactly.
right?
There we go. And now when I plate, I want to put it in there and kind of drag it up. I don't want to pat all my food down. When you plate, you want to see dimension, you want to see color,
Yep.
you want to see texture and height.
Okay.
And I really like the way this is looking. What do you think?
I can't wait to dive in. You got a fork right now. I would just take a bite right now.
All right, Stefano,
Okay.
put a little pinch of Parmesan on there and I think we're all set.
Okay. Maybe a hair more than a pinch? Maybe a little bit more? Let's see.
I love it.
Voila.
Molto bene.
Molto bene. I love it. All right, Chef. So you guys have a ton of a variety of pizzas and pastas, which you're well known for. But
Yeah.
you know, I think that secret family recipe, that award-winning calamari, you're holding out on the fanatics out there. Can you share your story behind the all-famous calamari here at Testa Barra?
That's true. It's not going to be a secret after today, but this is a recipe that I hold really close to my heart. My father's carried it with him all throughout his career, from the Whitney to many other restaurants. And basically what we did is we have a cuttlefish that
Okay.
we're going to do into the Drake's here. Drake's is a nice seasoned flour. And basically we're just going to get it nice and coated on all of the sides of the calamari.
And is there any secret seasonings within the
No,
Drake's
just,
coating,
you know
or
what,
no?
that Drake's is just it's got a little onion in it, it's got a little
Okay.
garlic.
Okay.
It's just a really beautiful seasoned flour. You know what, I've been making this dish since I was 11 years old. So my dad's, when I was born, I was only really into my dad's career when he was at Macomb. And I would eat chicken fingers, butter noodles with ketchup, Pop-Tarts and French fries. That was about it.
So you're not you didn't have the palate of the initial chef's son.
And let's not
right?
forget chicken noodle soup, but yeah, no.
Okay, so just all the basics.
And then whenever we opened up J. Baldwin's, we started with the calamari. And we're gonna show you how we fry it really quick.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna give this a little bit of shake here, and we're gonna go right into the fryer. So that took about 30 seconds. All right, it's a nice light golden brown color.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too deep, too dark. You know, just enough to get.
Nobody likes chewy calamari.
Right. No,
I
absolutely
tell you what.
not. That's a good point.
So now we're gonna take a little bit of scallions, capers, tomatoes. And like I was saying earlier, is that whenever I first experienced this dish, my palate was nowhere near a chef's palate. And I was about 11 years old, and my dad, he picked up one of the pieces of calamari with all these ingredients on it, being the beurre blanc sauce as well. And he said, Mike, I got this new French fry I would like you to try.
Ah, so it's being really crafty and tricky, right?
Yeah, or he might have said chicken finger. You know, he said something. He just knew that I liked what I liked, right?
We'll do anything to get our kids to eat the right food, right?
Yeah, and it's worked a few times in the restaurant. But that being said, I tried all these flavors that I'd never tried ever in my life. You know, I had the capers, the scallions, the tomatoes, the beurre blanc, seafood for the first time. And from that moment on, I had like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and wanted to try everything on the menu. Maybe it's probably the reason we're doing this video today.
Yeah, so the message here, kids, is always listen to your parents and try new things because you'll be missing out on some great cuisine.
I like that. I'm a new father, so you know what? I'm starting to know what you mean every more time. So we're gonna take these scallion curls as well on top. And this, my friend, is the calamari.
All right, ladies, so why do you come to Testa Barra? Tell me what you guys like.
Oh my gosh, I love the calamari and the tableside drinks.
Absolutely.
We come all the time.
She just had the.
Yep, here's the tableside
Nice
drink
cocktail,
here.
right.
Yeah.
Love it.
How about yourself?
Me, I come because I love the atmosphere. I really enjoy the atmosphere, and I love the Italian mule. They make their own limoncello here. So it's my favorite, and I love their pizza with the arugula and my chicken with the polenta. It's my favorite.
You guys come here often?
We do.
Her with her staff all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm actually, I come here and I do marketing events with my staff at Dina Marie Salon here in Clinton Township. And we have sit-down dinners where we can enjoy ourselves and talk business, but not be in like a meeting room, a boardroom.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So,
What a,
yeah.
What a great time, a great night. Thank you,
Thank
ladies.
you. Summer.
Thank you,
Have fun.
Stefano.
Summer started.
Okay, so when Jeffrey told me that we had some wonderful food and great drinks, I says, I got to come right to the mixologist, Mr.
yeah.
Justin here. Justin, Stefano.
Stefano, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
brother.
buddy.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm really looking forward to this piece because you guys, create innovation in the kitchen, but also in the bar. You guys have some really cool, like almost like a Vegas showcase.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We like to accentuate the kitchen into the bar side of the restaurant as well. We're one giant entity here at the restaurant, so I like to bring a lot of what happens in the kitchen to the front of the house as well.
So before we bring all the magic to life, how long have you been mixing up drinks here, concoctions?
I've been here at Testa Barra for a little over 5 years now. So since the first day we opened the doors to the public, I've been here making all the drinks.
So you're obviously doing something right.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you got the cool drinks on your shirt, too,
Yep,
representing
yep,
the D
yep.
and everything.
Absolutely,
Get it all
absolutely. And we're
together.
going to use some Detroit products today too to make the cocktails. So.
Even better.
Yep.
All right, let's get to it. What are we making first?
All right, so this is our signature drink here. This is going to be our City on Fire. It's a variation of an old fashioned. So
one
definitely
of
a
my favorites,
cocktails
yeah.
that's coming back, right? Everybody likes old fashions nowadays.
Classic, yeah.
So it's a basic, pretty easy recipe to take care of. So we're going to start with 2 ounces of our Detroit Butcher's Cut bourbon, so the DCD product itself. So most of your cocktails will have a 2 ounce type of pour to them. So we're going to start 2 ounce spirit.
There
Dash
we go.
of our Angostura bitters, which is what makes an old fashioned. You
Yep.
can get these anywhere. And then we make all of our syrups fresh in-house. So this is going to be our orange essence syrup that we make in-house to add a little bit of sweetness to your cocktail.
Fresh in-house syrup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Much-
So we got the cocktail in our Collins glass, and now this is where the show starts, right?
Okay.
All right.
So booze and fire. Does it get any
Booze and
better than
fire.
that?
Oh yeah, they allow
I don't know.
bartenders to have alcohol and flames behind the bar here, so we have a lot of fun with it. So while our stave's getting hot, these staves come right from the distillery itself. They break them down, they donate them to us, and we use them to make cocktails. So we get a little flame on our board here. I like to add a little air to it.
Look at that.
Yeah. So while the glass is smoking, I'm always a fresh ice guy, so we're gonna put fresh ice
Okay.
in our Collins, and we're just gonna get to mixing.
How many of these would you say you guys do on a weekend?
Oh man, on a weekend, we're pushing 20, 30 of these. Table side, we train all the servers how to make these drinks, so they're making them right
Okay.
at the table when everybody comes in.
Very nice.
Drinks mixed, glass is still smoking.
Still, all that smoke is stewing underneath the
stewing
glass,
right
ready
in
to
there.
come. Ready to,
So what we're gonna do is add some more fresh ice to our glass. Got our julep strainer. Pouring right over our fresh ice. You can see the smoke coming off the ice itself
yeah.
while it's still smoking. And you always gotta garnish. These are definitely my fiance's favorite right here. Luxardo brandy cherries.
I was gonna say Luxardo.
Yeah,
One of my favorites
yeah,
too.
delicious. So that's our version of our smoked old fashioned here at the restaurant, man.
Okay, can I give it a try?
Yeah. Hey, somebody's got to do it.
All right. Cheers to you, Justin.
Hey, cheers,
nice
man.
job.
Yeah.
Ooh, super smoky. You still get that smoky
Yeah,
flavor.
I would say it's got that campfire next day kind of smell
Yeah,
to
but-
it when
but
it's
it's
still
smooth.
smoldering.
Smooth.
Oh yeah,
You get the ice cold and then top it off with one of those Luxardo cherries.
beautiful.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Delicious.
yeah.
We love this place. We live locally right around the neighborhood, and we can come up here, get away, have a couple cocktails, get away from the kids. It's perfect.
All right, so we're on drink number 2. What do we got going here, Justin?
All right, Stefano, we're gonna make a gin-based cocktail using our Hardhead gin. So I think Gabriella touched on it in the kitchen a little bit. We partnered with the Detroit City Distillery to make our own gin. So we are the top-selling restaurant group for the distillery to make the gin.
Is that right?
That's right.
One of my favorites. Look at
Right.
that. We got the hard head on there and everything.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
what
All right.
we're gonna make is our in-house infusion of the gin. So this is a rosemary infused. You can just see in the color. We char them and stick them in the bottles and allow it to sit.
How long has that rosemary been sitting in there?
Couple days, just a
Couple
couple
days?
days. Yeah,
Okay.
48 hours, and it'll start to take on all the flavor characteristics of the rosemary inside of the bottle. So we're gonna build our Testa Barra. This is our award-winning cocktail. We were down in a cocktail competition back in 2020, and we actually won it with this cocktail.
Ooh, okay.
So we're gonna start with just baseline spirit, 1.5 ounces of the rosemary infused gin. We add a little elderflower to it, so this is one of my favorite ingredients when making cocktails is the Saint Germain. I mean, it's just a beautiful elderflower style. Adds a nice floral element to your drinks.
I was gonna say, perfect.
3/4 of an ounce. So we're building kind of like a martini, like 2 1/4 style drink. Then we're gonna make our sour mix from scratch. So if you're ever making margaritas at home, this is the best way to use a sour mix.
You gotta go from scratch.
Gotta
Just
go
like
from
you
scratch.
did the juices in the other drink.
Exactly,
Okay.
from scratch. So we got our lemon juice, equal parts, 1/2 ounce. Lime juice, 1/2 ounce. So we have 2 acids and a sugar.
There's no measuring cup, Justin.
Yeah, we've been doing it as long as me, man. You don't got to measure
Yeah,
anymore.
you're just throwing things in there.
You
You got it,
just
okay.
Yeah, so we got our sugar.
Okay.
So 2 acids and a sugar make a sour. So we add our 1/2 ounce of our sour. Peychaud bitters. Peychauds are gonna be like a mint-based bitter. So really another herbal element into the cocktail. And it's gonna
classic.
change the whole color of the cocktail.
Yes, absolutely.
So I like usually 3 to 4 good dashes. You can see the color already changing in the glass.
Yep.
So now we have all of our spirit and all of our juice, all of our elderflower into the drink. So now it's time to shake.
All right.
Fresh ice in our tin.
Gotta
Yeah, shake it up, man.
shake
All
it
right,
up.
Hold on. This is how you shake it up. You gotta shake it.
Shake it. Okay, there you go. He's been doing it a lot longer than me, so. All right.
So now when the reason we're shaking drinks is you have acid, sugar, spirit. You really want those ingredients to start combining
Get that
inside of
medley,
the tin.
yeah.
Correct, yeah. Like the last one we spun, there was no acid, no sugar. We don't need to shake
Okay.
it. So now we have our cocktail in here. Got my fresh glass.
I'm looking at it's like nice and frothy.
It's that nice froth from your shake, you know? When the shake's nice, the froth comes. The garnish is always the big step because you drink with your eyes first, right? Before we drink it, you gotta drink it with
You
your
want
eyes.
them visually appealing, but also to taste good.
Right.
too,
So now we have our rosemary, my fresh lemon, nice little peel. Really, what you want when you're peeling fruit for your drinks is all the oil that comes off of the backside of the peel. So maybe a little crack
And then just
right into the drink.
let it sit on top.
Yep. And then the best part is before we serve it to
You're
the
gonna light
guests,
it up again.
we're gonna
He's
light
gonna-
some
he's
more
gonna use
stuff
this
on
fire.
fire,
Okay.
man. So it kind of adds a nice little smoky element when it gets served to the table. They're smelling it, they can see it, and
Yeah.
then they drink it.
That's great.
So this has become one of our most popular cocktails here. I'm super honored to be here to make this drink with you because we get to give the community something different.
Absolutely.
A gin-based cocktail recipe, you know?
Yeah. And now I'm not gonna burn my mouth, but I'm gonna just peel away the. I just sip the other side because I gotta dive into this. All right, here we go. Remove the
I can
peel.
still smell the rosemary, man. It's just all like,
Wonderful aroma.
Love it,
Wonderful.
love
Okay, here we go. Bottoms up.
there's a lot of
Shine.
depth in there. A lot of
Are you
depth.
kidding me?
Yeah, that's the best one, man.
Wow. And I didn't even burn my nose either. As I'm putting this in, the rosemary was nice to me, but wow, super light, refreshing,
refreshing,
nice
yep.
for like a summer
We
drink.
call them patio pounders.
Patio. You don't know till you've been on the floor after a couple of them.
Yeah,
but,
right,
But they go
exactly.
down really nicely. This
Yeah.
is an awesome drink. Cheers to Macomb. Here, this is you guys.
Cheers to you guys.
It's awesome.
Yeah, love it.
So Justin, you've done a phenomenal job here. Obviously,
No,
I can
thank
see
you.
what
Yeah.
the experience in the bar here, bringing a lot of life to the community, bringing a lot of great and creative, innovative drinks. So I'm looking forward to coming back at happy hour.
Sounds good, brother. All right.
Thanks. It was nice
Yeah.
meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
All right, check it out.
This is our new go-to place. We love sitting at the bar. Service is great, food is great, and the drinks are great too.
All right, so I'm not a Baldwin, but I feel like I'm part of the family here. So I'm with all you guys. So this is awesome. Yeah, so this is definitely family style, and this is one of my favorite parts of the show is diving into the food and actually tasting it. So what should we start with first? What do you think?
Oh, appetizers, right? Absolutely.
The appetizer. But by the way, I want to mention these really cool glasses you guys have. I feel like it's a 70s vibe, but very hip, right? It's very unique. I like it.
Try to be a little groovy.
I like to use it for me whenever I just had a long night. I don't want to pull out a wine glass. I just pour a little bit of red wine.
Yeah,
in
we
there.
call it the Italian wine glass.
Very cool, very cool. All right, do the honors, Mike.
Do a little lemon action.
Okay.
All right, and then yeah, go ahead, man. Dig in.
All right, here we go. Going in for the bite of the world famous calamari. Here we go.
Isn't that good?
So creamy. You get that creamy, that lemon little kick there. Super, super tender. The calamari is very tender.
Oh, yeah.
And the coating isn't overwhelming, so it's not like a hunk of coating, you know, just enough to just give it a little crisp, but not too much.
Right.
Right? The capers, you get the little bite of the tang of the capers too, and the tomatoes adds another layer of texture. So
We do a.
wow, this is it.
We do cooking classes every month on the first Monday of every month, and my dad gives up this recipe once a year at our favorites class, and it's one of the best classes that we do, where we put all of our best dishes on one class, but he keeps it secret most of the time.
Right. So a little share here, but it's absolutely delicious. Now I see why it's famous in town. Everybody's getting it.
Yep.
World-class appetizer. We're gonna move on to the pasta dish.
Yes.
One of the many pasta dishes, you
My
guys.
favorite pasta.
Mine too. You know, whenever I see a carbonara on a menu, I have to order it.
And you have a lot of fresh pasta here too.
Yeah, the fresh pasta really takes it over the edge. I mean, there's nothing like it.
Pass it.
Thank you, brother.
There we go. There we go. All right.
My lady. Go ahead. Take that right now. Thanks. You know, in this industry, I think the driving factor that really kept me going is saying that, you know, just to be able to make people happy and serve them something that makes them just so overwhelmingly smile, or maybe they have a moment with their loved one. It just keeps me going. You know, I've seen friends get married. I've seen people have birthdays and so on and so forth. It's so fulfilling. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
I love that, but Stefano.
Yeah.
How's our
Can we get?
carbonara?
All right. We're talking here. I'm not getting to the eating. I got to get to the eating. What you all waited for. Here we go. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Really good.
We are not.
I mean, sweetness of the peas, the creaminess. You can taste the nice Parmesan in there. I mean, the noodles, tender. That fresh pasta really comes through. Oh. What else you got to say, Gabriella? What else you want to? Did I miss anything? You're speechless. She's
The
speechless.
fresh noodles are just taking over my whole soul. No, the guanciale is my favorite part. The pig part of carbonara is just enchanting. It's romantic. It's velvety.
You get a saltiness, right?
Yeah,
get
that
saltiness
saltiness
for
from
that,
it,
yeah.
that smokiness. And I really think it's the heart of the carbonara, and we take pride in our local farm field table guancho, so
Ooh.
it starts there.
This is an outstanding dish.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Stefano. I'm so happy we could feed you today.
We're not done yet, right? We got some pizzas. Can I dive into some of those skateboard pizzas?
Yep, it's not Testa Barra unless you're having a slice of pie.
Right. All right. Let's go. Okay, so we've got the pies here and the dessert. So, Gabriella, why don't you set us up? Where are we going to start?
Got to start with lobster, huh?
There we go. Thank you. All right. I like the end pieces. Can I have the end pieces?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The crispy bits.
This is the vodka lobster.
Yeah, so this is our vodka lobster pie. It's set up like a margarita with lobster on it and vodka sauce. We talked about how sexy that is. Oh, I forgot to serve myself. My goodness.
Yeah. Don't forget it.
Well, you take a bite and you be the judge.
Okay. Cheers to you guys. Here we go.
Cheers.
Here we go. Going in.
Oh man, that's really good.
See it? Really light, airy. A nice bounce to the crust,
Man, that's
but still
really
has a crispiness to it. Like, I gotta get some of that lobster.
Oh yeah, baby.
I didn't even get to the lobster chunk yet.
Oh man.
That vodka sauce, so succulent. That lobster, that little clump of lobster there. Fresh basil, and the balsamic drizzle gives it that little tang after, little sweetness.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know, Stefano, I think what we really thought about with this pizza, we said, you know what does everybody love? A little bit of vodka, a little bit of lobster.
Amen to that.
The vodka pizza was born.
Well, I don't want to get too full on the one pizza. We got another one to get down. So, all right.
We're gonna move this big old skateboard.
And I love that it's on the skateboard too. We're gonna have to throw some wheels on that and ride it later.
Yes.
Right?
You gotta do
You're gonna drop in.
a kickflip before you leave, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is our traditional toss. Here you go, Stefano.
Some of that arugula, the green.
Yeah, absolutely. And then our skater pie. I do some of our brunch pizzas on skateboards. It's just our vibe here. We like to stay groovy.
Shake it up a little bit.
You guys are fun, keeping it hip. Look at the amount of prosciutto on there. I mean, this is, like I said, this is like a whole meal in itself right here.
Can't skip on the pig.
No skimping on the toppings here. Take a close look here. Michael, I love you. I love you. I need a hug.
Hey,
Oh my
welcome
God.
to the family,
Oh
Stefano.
my-
Welcome to the family, brother.
Typically, I would never get fig on a pizza, but that sweet fig jam on there. A little jelly with the salty ham there, and I mean the cheeses all gel, balsamic, all those different types of cheeses too.
Yes.
You get all the different flavor profiles there. So, wow, what a phenomenal pizza.
Really good.
So we got one more thing to go. I got room for one more thing.
Okay. There's always room for dessert.
Room for dessert, okay. And this is your peanut butter.
Yeah, so this is kind of a fun play on a s'mores.
Okay.
I can't take any credit for this. Our sous chef, Dominic Rubino, is an incredible pastry chef. He's very passionate about it. So any dessert you've had here is from him.
Okay.
The bottom is graham cracker, then it goes into a beautiful milk chocolate ganache.
This is Chef Dominic's calamari.
His signature, yeah.
All right.
Peanut butter mousse, and topped with Italian meringue, torched perfectly.
It's a big bite. It's a big bite, but I mean, oh well, this is what you want to see, right?
Italian s'mores.
Big Sen, baby, Big Sen.
Are you kidding me? Come on. I mean, such a creamy peanut butter. I mean, it's like you guys just took a jar of peanut butter, smoothed it out, and made it into a pie.
Yeah.
That chocolate, nice chocolate mousse there with the crispy crust. Melty marshmallow. Oh, I'm gonna need a nap after this, so I don't know.
It's delicious.
Well, I think I had enough, guys. I think I've eaten all I can. I'm gonna stay and hang out with you guys if it's okay.
Absolutely.
You guys have been a wonderful family. Thank you for making me part of your family and eating with you guys and sharing in your wonderful food and cuisine. You guys keep it cool, keep it hip, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for having me.
Thank you for coming here.
Thank you guys.
Salud.
Choose.
Here, cheers.
Salud.
Everybody
Salud.
say pizza.
Siempre familia.
Well, we've been coming to Testa Barra since before it opened on the preview, and we've never been disappointed. The food's great, menu's always changing, and the service is outstanding, as is the food.
And our favorite place to sit is always at the bar,
Yep.
which sometimes it's hard to find a seat. It's pretty crowded.
Whew. Another one in the books. I can't wait to go back. The food, the drinks, the ambiance. You can't beat this place. Make sure you check out Testa Barra in Macomb, Michigan. Bring some friends, make an event out of it, or just go on a date and have a good time. We'll see you next time on The Food Fanatic. Thanks for joining me on this episode. Remember to work hard, play hard, and eat well. We'll see you then. Take care.
Thanks for coming by Testa Barra, man. It's great to see you.
Absolute pleasure.
We drank, we ate. But now I gotta take those pies off you, man. We got a couple ones delivered. We'll be out of here, man. We'll see you later. All right? Take care.
See you next time.